everyone, welcome back to the Age of Empires 4 commentary. I am Beyond, and thank you so much for the support on the channel in the past couple of videos. It really does mean a lot to me. We passed 500 subscribers, which I can't be happier with at the current moment. And let's get right into this casted gameplay. Now, on the bottom side of the map, we have Cup in the red as the English Cup streams over on Twitch a good amount. We'll leave his link in the description below. He plays English quite a bit, so this should be a pretty good matchup, an indicator of what the kind of the top tier English versus Abbasid meta is looking like. And on the other side of the map, in the purple, we have LoueMT playing as the Abbasid. LoueMT, I believe, I don't know if he streams. I will go and check it out to see if I can find any links to actually bring you. If I can't find them, though, I will say Louis has been playing unbelievable. Before the tournaments took a kind of hiatus for the summer, or just like kind of a little summer break. He was really climbing and doing super well. So interesting to see what happens after that break happens and more S tier terms are popping out to see what LoueMT decides to show. Now that being said, in this matchup we have the Abbasid as a 42% win rate over about 250 games in the Conquer and above ELO. And then Abbasid versus English as a whole, we have about I forget what's going to pop up on the screen. I think it's like 47% win rate and 8,000 games. So not too bad. I mean, obviously Abbasid struggle heavily, especially below Conqueror with all that early aggression. And then on top of that, the English are sitting they're in an okay spot right now. I think if you turtle, go 2 TCs, go fast castle, their castle age is really good right now. So I think that that's kind of where their sweet spot is, which is honestly, I mean, the English is also super flexible, so it makes it a little bit easier for everyone involved to kind of get going. We'll have to wait and see what kind of win comes out of LoueMT, how he's going to deal with the English. He's getting a nice scout around. Stay away from that machine gun of a TC over here. We have Cup dropping 9 on food at the current moment, only 2 on gold over there. So we'll eventually get up and going and moving quickly out to the trees. Interesting enough, he's going for this one over here and not going for the backside. The backside is definitely more susceptible to any sort of shenanigans, but interesting to see the investment just going for this little one. That being said, LoueMT is doing the same exact thing, so maybe there's something to it. I mean, your villagers are a whole lot closer, so it does make sense in terms of early game if there's any early shenanigans. We do have the Eco Wing coming out for LoueMT, so we're going to be seeing that maybe 2 to 3 TC build. If we see Cup come and scout this, I wouldn't be surprised to see him go for a second TC quite quickly as well, just to keep up and keep pace. We'll have to wait and monitor this like stone over here to see if we see anything coming out of it. And I wouldn't be surprised to see LoueMT start to go for it quite soon. That being said, nothing too crazy going on. If you have made it this far, as I mentioned at the beginning of the video, I did get to 500 subscribers. I would highly appreciate it if you could drop a subscribe and like if you're enjoying the videos and the content as a whole. I'm trying to get to that 1,000 mark by the end of the year, which would mean so much to me. So if you do, and also I've been streaming my journey of learning the Ottomans on Twitch. So if you're interested in seeing me, aka being terrible at Civilization, go drop a follow on the Twitch and come stop by. I usually try to stream once or twice a week. So yeah, it's some pretty good. And also I do cast from time to time on there when there's tournaments to cast. Oh, now with all that self-promotion down, I mean, it's on my own channel, so it's a little bit, I guess it's technically self-promotion, but it's just like promotion of itself. But on top of that, we just have to wait and kind of see. So we're just patiently waiting to see what kind of comes out. We don't see anyone on stone just yet for either player. And we actually see, is this a stable? Yes. A stable coming out, so going to be to stop any shenanigans out of the English player. We're going to be seeing that early stable. Obviously, the English with this council hall are just so good at just massing these longbowmen, especially with the barracks already out for Cup. Going to be able to produce plenty of spearmen to hold off and protect those guys. On the backhand side, we do see the Fertile Crescent coming in. Reduce the cost of economy buildings and houses by 25%. Just sitting real nice right now. It's actually very impressive. I mean, look at all just so many good technologies hidden in here. We do have a scout on scout combat going over here. We do have Louis finally getting one of these out. We also have fresh foodstuffs coming in, pretty standard out of him. And we'll just have to wait and see when he drops that second TC, which will be inevitable. I think he's going to probably go scout to make sure that Cup isn't doing a feudal age all in on him. Because if an Abbasid drops a forward town center, it's very, very susceptible to just essentially a ram rush by the English. We're seeing an archery range as well, so not going to be seeing just the naked TC, which we sometimes see out of these players. We're going to be seeing a little bit more defensive army building out of LoueMT, just to prevent any nonsense from happening, which I definitely do like the adaptation. If you're facing a civ that can punish you early, like the Ottomans, like the English, like the Mongols, don't just go for the standard build order that you do against everyone else. I've been doing that as I'm learning the civilization, but if you can, just for each civilization, just try to tweak it so slightly, just a little bit slightly. Like for instance, against the English, you just get a stable and you get an archery range before you get anything else. We also see a blacksmith coming down, which I think is gonna be very, very nice. But just to make it so that you're gonna be totally safe and sound, you're not gonna be dying to a lot of feudal age all-ins, and you have the infrastructure as well. If they do start to mass a crazy amount of units, then you can kind of go from there. We also have the camel archer coming out as well, which is that massive debuff to any horseman, but no horseman on the side of Cup just yet. A big yawn. That's okay. Hopefully only one yawn this video, but I mean, there's also been videos in the past where I've yawned like 5 times, so you never really know, but it's okay. I'll just edit that out in the post-production, and we'll see a little yawn counter probably go up just for funsies. Now, we're seeing some archers come out, try to get to a little harass on this scout. It's pretty much a gentleman's agreement so far to not really do too much to either side. Also, no one's getting stoned as well, so another gentleman's agreement to just like, we're staying in feudal, but not like fully in feudal. Kind of like we know we're both building up to a different place, but we're not gonna cause too much aggression anywhere. We also see the +1 range armor as well coming out for the Abbasid player, and we actually have a decent sized force over here looping around. So it looks like the gentleman's agreement, the peace pact, is gonna be kaput, and we have this small little army instantly moving back, seeing the danger coming out. The only issue with horsemen is that they're not really good at diving town centers, and these early horsemen as well, it takes quite some time to actually kill off a villager, because you have to get a full surround on it. So I wouldn't be surprised to see that there's not much coming out of these. This is mainly just to defend against whatever comes out of here. These horsemen are so good, so mobile, and can surround those archers pretty quickly, which is all the damage of the English army. If you can get in onto those longbowmen, you're going to be sitting in a very, very good spot. Now, the Abbasid player is almost out of wood over here, so I wouldn't be surprised to see them move back. Louis move back to this tree line back here. Has full map control with these horsemen, which is really, really nice on their part. And just built up a pretty sizable force to make sure that nothing's going to be going down. Oh no. We have the squad over here not doing much of anything. They pop back out and instantly go to the berries, which is already set up and in a good spot to actually take advantage of these berries. We have horsemen and that one camel archer just doing a little bit of a run around, just making sure that they're not getting too much gold, wants to keep Cup in the feudal age as long as possible. So knowing exactly where this is super, super nice, and that idle time is always lovely. That being said, almost like a true pro, Cup decides, you know what, as you harass, I'm just going to simply make them go build a house so I don't get housed, and then I'll use that idle time to my advantage. These are little things that pros do that I could never even dream of thinking about on the fly, but it's quite insane how high level they're playing this game at. Still no stone. I'm absolutely shocked. We have more and more military coming out, so this is going to be a little bit of a feudal age brawl happening over here, and the Abbasid player showing you it's a pretty good way to make sure that you don't die against the English, against all these early civilizations. So this actually build would probably do very, very well in Platinum and below, because you're just going to have full map control. The horsemen are going to be able to move around quite easily, and you're going to be able to defend yourself if an all-in does come, which happens all the time in Platinum and below. Feudal Age is the perfect all-in timing for a lot of civilizations, and then on top of that, a lot of people, honestly, like myself, don't love playing the siege wars and stuff like that, so if there is a way, if there's a will, there's a way. Oh, that's not the fight you want, though. There we go. Actually taking out the scout. We do have them now onto the back line. All that damage is going down and onto all these horsemen. So this is a great play here from Louis. And how to stop the English is stopping their reinforcements of their push. This is just an absolute clinic on how to stop the early English move out. These horsemen are doing so much damage to these archers. I love that Louis is moving these archers forward, more and more forward, doing so much damage. What a great surround there. Now has 13 and 7 and completely wipes the army of Cup in one foul swoop. So now he's going to be safe to actually put down a second TC, knowing full well that Cup is not going to be able to muster another force that will do any danger to him anytime soon. And that +1 range armor and attack definitely played a pivotal role. The Cup did not have +1 range armor, which definitely played a massive impact on that one, because those archers absolutely shredded the front line of the spearmen and the men-at-arms. Now, this is a shout out to all those Abbasid players out there. We got a whole squadron, 16 villagers deep on stone right now. Going to be going to collect and drop in that TC. This is a perfect timing. Yes, is it the fastest timing in the world? No. But at the same time, now you're in a good position. You have the military advantage. You're harassing over here. The military is sitting in their base. The good thing about the English, too, is that their army, until it gets to Castle Age, is very immobile. So if you know where it is, that's half the battle. At this point, though, Cup is pushing out, has 18 longbowmen. That is the power of that council hall, doing so much work, and they're in range. Get that network of castles, that little yellow glow. We've seen already a game lost on our channel over here from Vortex yesterday with a nice catch up. If you haven't seen that already, go click it in the description. I didn't spoil anything. You can just know that someone lost the game right here. And Vortex does happen to be in it, but I'm not telling you if he won or lost. But that being said, we do have the longbowmen getting some cheeky pickoffs, a little trail of purple on their way out. The wolves trying to play out for the English at this point, getting the wildlife involved. And this English army is actually going to probably catch all of these archers, which is actually really nice pickup here for Cup. Just running in a straight line, getting so much damage, and it's just kind of like leaving a little trail to follow to see where the next base is. But with that being said, we do see LoueMT moving out in the middle of the map with his horsemen. These archers are finally going to make it to safety in the backhand side, but there's going to be a TC here to help defend them, which at this point, this army cannot dive a TC, especially with a lot of villagers inside of it. As you can see, absolutely annihilates that force. Those archers need a front line to do much damage. If they don't have that front line, they're gonna be in for a really rough time. One of the men-at-arms is moving out. I've been seeing men-at-arms way more out of the English players. As my Ottoman games that I've been learning, I'm not playing the English, but man, oh man, is there a lot of men-at-arms coming out? And those things are strong. Even though I know the Dark Age got some nerfs, but man, those Age 2 ones are beefy. And they do so well into any archer composition, like the Ottomans do a lot. Anyways, that being said, the good news for Cup is that he's still sitting in a decent position. Let's see where is this? We do have, okay, so it's on the way. So he's thinking about doing a little bit of shenanigans. We also see that LoueMT is going up to Castle Age. So it's going to be one of those perfect timing pushes. If LoueMT can sneak into Castle Age and get some upgrades, then he's going to be in a great position. If Cup is able to get a lot of damage done before that kind of comes down, and there's a second TC as well. So there's 3 TCs, so we're hard chilling. LoueMT is going to have to move a lot of these people out, but these villagers are going to be absolutely cooked by this archer mass. And there they go, one after another, just picked off left and right. Some nice micro here by Cup, doing the most damage he possibly can. But at this point, that's a pretty sizable archer mass. They are sitting in between 2 TCs, which is definitely going to be tough, especially for this archer mass over here. That is another villager gone, though. But the horsemen are over here trying to do damage as well, so a little bit of a counterattack. These archers are trying to find a sweet spot in between the TCs, but this is going to be the only one over here. But this TC is going to be over here to help defend, and there's a tower to help as well. Unfortunately for that villager, it gets spawned and dies almost instantly. Cup knows that there's going to be villagers, that the Castle Age is coming. He sees the upgrade in the House of Wisdom, but unfortunately for him, is currently diving a TC and a tower that's fully loaded. And LoueMT is able to do a ton of damage just with this tower and this TC, picking off so many of these squishier units. Cup did do a lot of damage, 11 villagers, but as you can see, that 3 TC after getting that early military advantage played off so well. Also abandoned a few people over here, which is kind of funny. But it looks like they're going to be taken down quite quickly, and that archer is going to be doing his best to kill off that. We have some horsemen over here trying to do a little bit of damage, but it's not ending up too well, honestly. If you're sitting here for LoueMT and this is another engage, unfortunately there was a few spearmen in the mix, which made that not so advantageous. But here come the Ghoulems, and the Ghoulems are going to be able to absolutely wreak havoc on this army. Those archers are going to be able to do very little to these men-at-arms, and as they start to peel out, it's going to get worse and worse for Cup at this point, unless Cup goes to Castle Age himself. And here comes the Ghoulems. You don't want to be leaving them alone too much, because they're not that tanky. But the more they're going to come out, the better. It looks like we're diving on to get these archers, but I'm not sure if that's the move, because now there's camel riders as well. There's archers over here in the back line. Looks like Cup is just trying to do as much damage as he possibly can with these archers, just trying to find villagers. He's going to find 2 more over here in the wood line, so doing even more damage. But all these archers are going to be going down. The Ghoulems are going to be spawning out, and they're going to be dishing out lots and lots of damage. As you can see, there is tons of barracks all around this for LoueMT, and it looks like the archer master is going to find another TC to help pepper them down, whittle down their numbers. There's still 32 of them. I believe most of them are, some of them are back here as well. So this is not the whole squad. Looks like we have the complete wall off over here, trying to stop them from going. It looks like the archers tried to go over there, and now Cup is interested. Like, what the hell just happened? I spawned people over there. I think this Ghoul's going to be able to clean out all 5 of these, no? I feel like that's going to be easy money for him. Oh yeah, if he's dishing out that much damage per slice, he's going to be, yeah, oh well, that's just kidding. So he's trying his best. A little double swing there, that was nice. We're just looping this around. Now we do see the archers make an absolute mess. He does see that they went back out over here, so actually good of Cup to make sure that he kept a few of these alive on this side of the fence. The butter knives are out, and they're doing damage. There's a surround. There's done and dusted, and it looks like the Ghoulems are also trying to corral this group of archers over here. We have LoueMT moving out, making a wall over on the other side of the map for him. Still up by 11 villagers, and there's 10 Ghoulems on the map, and there's no answer for those Ghoulems. It looks like Cup is trying to save up to get to Castle Age, but these Ghoulems are able to protect this gold mine up here, and it looks like they're just going to, let's collect some berries in the meantime. As you figure it out, we'll figure it out. No worries in the slightest. These Ghoulems are looking to make short work of any surroundings, and we're also, since Louis is now in Castle Age, he can start to go for some of these relics and start to pick up some easy free gold that way, which will be very nice. Ghoulems are trying their absolute best to run this thing down one at a time. They're going to be slowly but surely getting in here. They have to run all the way up just to get in range of a slice. But these are feudal age archers. They're going to do absolutely nothing to these Castle Age men at arms. They have 6 range armor, and at this point there's only 1+ attack damage on these measly little archers, so they cannot do much in the slightest. They have 7 longbowmen attack, and these Ghoulems have 6 ranged armor, so 1 damage at a time, which is why these Ghoulems can run into 31 of these and still make it out alive. Look at how much damage they're actually doing. They have extra health as well. We have, oh my goodness, we have Ghoulems now running into the front. Ghoulems are acting out here like they're the gremlins from out of the roost. It's just absolutely insane. But we do see the traditional English wall off. I'm just gonna play safe. Gonna get my upgrades in the back end side, and we should be good to go. Has plenty of gold, but not enough food, which is not something you usually see out of the English player, honestly. It's usually plenty of food, because these little bad boys over here, these farms are just so good. It's actually insane. And now we're moving out yet again. But Cup is going to need to get into Castle Age before he moves out too much. Even though he has 43 of these bad boys, it's not going to be nearly enough. We have no spears in the mix, so if we start to go into knights, it's going to be really nice over here for Cup. And we do have 2 scholars on the map. It looks like one is going to head out to pluck this one off over here. We'll get it. Unfortunately, this one is spawned on the top side of the map, so we're going to have to do a little bit of an engagement if he wants it. And there we go. There are the Ghoulems. There is the Lancer, which is going to be able to absolutely wreak havoc on this very, very squishy army over here. Cup knows something's going on over here, but not able to really do too much damage. And these Ghoulems, I mean, this would win, even though the numbers are quite insane. This would win any day of the week. 18 of these bad boys are running around the map, high stepping it, doing so much damage to the English player. And this is the power of Castle Age right now. I feel like before it wasn't as advantageous, but like a fast castle right now just feels so good with almost any civ. Getting these armored and high-priced units is just so valuable at this point. There's nothing they can really do. Like you do no damage, even though you have 40 archers. I'm not saying that I want the men-at-arms to be out doing less damage or more damage, X, Y, and Z, but like it is quite insane how no damage you do to these units when you get up to just 1 age and boom, instant change of dynamics. The whole fight completely swings the other direction, and Louis is hard chilling with 19 of these bad boys out on the map. It does look like Cup is finally hitting Castle Age, and now we're going to be seeing some damage come out. As you can see, we have now 9 damage on these longbows, so they're actually doing some damage when they're in a mass of 35. So this would be a lot closer of a battle than it would be just before. So it's very critical to get up in those ages if you're going to be fighting someone in that age. We have 1 mango coming out, which could be the end of this entire archer ball if played correctly. We still have no spearmen, but that's okay because it looks like the archer ball was able to take care of that 1 lancer in the group. We've seen no more come out since then. We do see some crossbowmen coming out as well to provide these Ghoulems are going to provide a nice front line. Oh my goodness, no way. Is Mango going to get off? And boom, Mango's going to about face and just fire the first shot. It's an unfortunate first shot, but we'll see if some more damage can be done. Looks like they're a little bit too far away. That Mango's going to have to pack up, call it a day, and get going into the next round. We have range attack level 2 coming in for LoueMT. Some nice kiting here from Cup, doing so much damage with these Castle Age archers. And they're absolutely obliterating competition. We have Mangoes firing upon this archer mass, which at this point though, the Mangoes is just going to be doing so much damage. And these archers cannot take out the Mangoes in the slightest. That's the issue with range into the Mangoes. You can't just like move forward. They're not everyone is the Shuganu. Not everyone has that ability. We have another over here. These actually village English villagers could actually pick off this villager if they weren't looking just enough. But Ghoulems with a mangonel is going to be a-okay for this army. A nice mango shot again sprinkles the front line, doing a lot of overall damage. As you can see, this number has gone down. It used to be at close to 40, and now we're sitting at a cool 31. This mango is still out and about. It's reloading, it's firing, it's doing massive damage. These Ghoulems are playing the pivotal frontline role, and this is getting so much value, even though it's not doing the most it possibly can because of this nice spread formation from Cup. Look at that. That is a beautiful shot. This 1 mangonel into the English mass, and I've been here before as an English player. It is so hard to deal with that 1 siege equipment. If they do get it out early on, it's going to play a pivotal role unless you have a massive amount of men-at-arms or knights to get on top of that and kill off quite quickly. Otherwise, you're going to be facing an Abbasid player that's on 3 TCs. They have a full farm transition back here, which is absolutely stunning. It is beautiful on the backhand side over here. We have safe gold. We have more safe gold. We have safe stone. We have the middle of the map. We have relics. This is just exactly what you want to be in if you are Louis. We have 108 villagers. We have the English Classic, the compact base. They are on 2 TCs because of the little King's Palace. A little bit of idle time over here, which is totally understandable because sometimes you just forget to kind of click that as you go. Look at this beautiful farm transition though in the back and inside of the base. this English player is going to be able to sustain for a very, very long time. This mango is going to play another pivotal role going forward. Looks like that LoueMT senses that he might have the slight advantage at the current moment and is trying to just put a little bit of pressure on. And also we'll get the archer ball, the very, very slow archer ball, to move back and forth as we go. This mango actually might be able to get a nice shot over the wall. Let's see if it can happen. 1, 2, 3, over the wall, into the back line, killing off about 7. Absolutely massive. One more. Here we go. An absolutely huge mangonel shot again. They grouped up to actually funnel through the opening and just absolutely devastated by that mangonel. And LoueMT on the backhand side can do essentially whatever he wants at this point, trying to break down this front side wall to just do a little bit of damage here and there. These do not care about this little lonely TC shooting them, and they're just moving into position. This mangonel positioning and fire has been absolutely on point for LoueMT. Another beautiful shot can be had right here. Let's see if we pull up, fire, bang. I mean, this is just absolutely insane. I wish we had a kill count on this mango. Mango showing why mangonels are MVPs of Castle Age. Just shows that they can completely turn the tide of a game and a combat. And boom, another one. Also roasting the farms as well. Another one. Here we go. Up and down, easy as you like. We also have some crossbowmen putting their lives on the line for this mango. Mango is doing even more damage, absolutely peppering the back line of the English. This bad boy is paying for itself in spades. More shots firing down. No one can get in on this mangonel. These golems are providing such a nice front line. It's finally going to be going down, but that is a kill count of 1,000. If it had a KD like Modern Warfare 2, it would be at a 4, and you'd be nervous if it joined your lobby. We do have forward production. Another mangonel to replace its fallen brother is in production, which I don't think Cup has an answer for. We have one Springholt, one lonely Springholt out on the map. We have another mangonel trying to be produced up front by the golems. This is going to be the final push. The Springholt is moving forward, trying to save its brethren, the very, very squishy archer. We have a keep drop as well, because why not at this point? Keeps have been nerfed. If you didn't realize, there was a few patch notes to English, a few small things kind of got happening. Maybe I'll do a little bit of a short on it. I don't think it's worth a whole video, but zooming is back. Look at that. I actually forgot until right this second. Zooming's back, people. Look at this. Sorry, I won't make you sick anymore, I promise. But I'm going to be zooming in on more of my videos, which is always electric. This one mangonel is trying to get in position, trying to replicate the once prowess that the Abbasid Empire had with these mangonels, that Springholt was able to fire like it's Tom Brady from long range, gets to snipe, no problem. But these golems are fully under this English TC, even though it's like it's absolutely over. GGs are called. What an absolute battle. That's a clinic on how you play Abbasid versus the English. If for all you Abbasid mains out there, take a peek at that build and see if you might be able to implement it in the future against English. I know you come up against them plenty. If you guys did enjoy, please do subscribe, leave a like. It would mean a lot to me. Again, we're trying to get up to that 1,000 mark. And then on top of that, hope you guys have a great night.